Senator, you've also positioned the listing of foreign stocks in the U.S., Chinese stocks, but other foreign stocks, as a national security issue. If they are not giving the same amount of information, following the same standards as U.S. stocks, I'm wondering what you think is a realistic timeline for saying that other companies outside the U.S. need to follow those standards and giving them time to start following those standards.
Well, first of all, the Chinese have said they will not follow those standards. In fact, they prohibit it. And the second is almost every other company in the world, other than those who are headquartered or come from China, follow those standards. Look, U.S. capital markets...
So this really is about China, you would say?
Well, because they're the ones that behave this way. Our capital markets are the deepest, are the most liquid in the world, but we have high standards for disclosure and transparency in order to protect investors from fraud. And it's very simple. If Chinese companies want access to U.S. capital markets, they should follow our laws the way American companies have to follow their laws over there. That's why the financial side of the U.S.-China relationship in these terms has not gotten enough focus. They have reaped enormous economic rewards while exploiting our openness and our freedom as of the U.S. global order, led order, and it can no longer allow authoritarian government to reap the rewards of American and international capital markets while avoiding financial disclosures and basic transparency that place our investors and our pensioners at risk.
You've been writing about this for a long time now, and I wonder whether it's today the report about limiting the number of China stocks in government funds, delisting actual Chinese companies, restricting the IPOs. Which of those things is most likely, do you think?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know which one's the most likely. I hope they all begin to happen. I think the entity list is a good step. I think looking at how the Federal Retirement Thrift Investment Board makes decisions is important. That's something that could happen fairly quickly. But I think this matter of disclosure and transparency is really a matter of financial security. We've got investors who need to be protected from fraud, who have no insight into these companies and are taking tremendous risk because these companies don't follow the same standards that all these other publicly traded companies do, including other multinational and global companies who are being sold in our market. So I hope they all happen, but I think obviously the entity list was the one that I thought they could move on quickest.